right. Let's just get into it. Sooner the better. We are playing Ninja Spirit. So that's the plan for today. I got um I got my no death clear earlier this morning. The chances I can do that again is pretty low. This game's pretty tough. Let me see. Yeah, let me turn up the volume by a lot actually. I think that's good. That should be fine. But yeah, so the plan is to hopefully get a no death clear on this. I think I'm decent at getting the 1cc right now. But it's the no dying part, which is tough. Oh no, I mean yeah, no dying. Because you don't get health. Let me see. Between stages. Okay. So yeah, I only have like 4 hit points, and after that, that's pretty much it. So let's reset. Start from the top. There we go. Okay. Hey, what's up, Wub? Never heard of this game, but I can always tell that the no death runs are no easy. Yeah, but the reason why I wanted to attempt this one specifically, is because it's so short. It's like 7 minutes long. So, um, so yeah, it's not too bad to try, anyways. It was pretty fun learning the game. Like I said, um, since it was pretty short game, it was easy to learn it. Okay, there we go. I was just setting things up. Okay. But yeah. So let's see how it goes. And it's pretty impressive. This was a TurboGrafx 16 game, and he somehow made a port of it, a pretty faithful one. Not 100%, but all the ideas are there, which is kind of crazy. And I actually kind of like it a lot. Again, it's a really short game, but I like how it gets straight into the action because of it. Okay, yeah, you can just stand here, attack up. You should be fine. Okay, that's also made it really fun to keep attempting again because it's so short. Like the margin for error is pretty small, but whatchamacallit, since it's so short, it's somewhat possible. Like I got it for the very first time this morning. So let's see. This is a long death animation, so. Speaking of short, I finished Slave Zero X last week. Amazing game. I have my gripes with that game, but visually, it's pretty damn amazing. The controls are pretty snappy as well. I think like enemy design wasn't my favorite, and it launched pretty broken as well. But I definitely want to see a sequel though. Like there's a lot of promise with that game. I just spam high jumps right here, hopefully to avoid all the random spawns. Any other 2D games you plan on playing next, or gonna keep you playing Slave Zero? Okay. Get over here. Nice. Really got a sequel back in 1999. Okay. And didn't they recently do whatchamacallit, a some type of pack or something, no? For like a first-person shooter. Um, Pretty near the release of Zero X. Okay. Oh crap. Okay. Yeah, bosses are pretty simple, but since every hit counts, um, it is pretty stressful still. Like you have to get the right setup and be consistent. I only have 4 or 5 hit points before I die, and my hearts are my lives. So I have a few chances to get to the game for 1 CC, which isn't too bad. It's the no dying part, which is pretty tricky because you don't get health refilled between stages like most action platformers. So you either have to play very clean or live with your mistakes for the rest of the playthrough. But again, since the playthrough is very short, it's not too bad just to retry again. There we go. That's a little bomb clear, so I can just walk ahead. Quick. Yeah, I just wanted to rush through that. Yeah, these things want to crush you. And we don't want them to do that. Oh, nice. Oof. Yeah, that one's very stressful. That one gets me the most. But I found a pretty consistent setup. Well, like opening, at least. Okay, there's 7 stages in total. So yeah, we're already past the halfway point. There's random explosions happening on the mountain right now, like that one right here. So I'm trying to be quick, but not too slow at the same time, because they could spawn where I'm standing too. So okay, there we go. Yeah, these sword slashes can cancel bullets, so you can kind of like destroy them. But since I have clones and an extended hitbox from the upgrades, it makes it easier to do that. Okay, second to last stage. Okay. This is like a gauntlet heavy stage. So I want to be patient but quick at the same time, because enemies spawn all over the place, so. Okay, I got a bomb. Okay. I think this is the boss right here. Okay. Stand right beneath these 2 pixels. Maybe a little forward, but okay. We reset. There we go. I think there's one more. Yeah. But yeah, he always starts the fight to his left, like facing to the left. So we can land easy hits and then he'll whiff his first attack. But yeah, this game is filled with like pretty nifty quick kills, which I like. This is the final stage. I think, okay, I got really lucky. The guy spawned behind me instead of in front. Let me get this. Okay, this is the last boss, so I think we might have... Okay, I don't want to jinx anything, so hold on. Let's go here. And then we can start the loop. Jump in the middle. Then walk into the middle and then jump. Jump in the middle, turn around. And there we go. We got no deaths the first try. I thought it'd be a lot more difficult, but... Alright guys, the stream's over. Yeah, we'll keep playing. The game is really short and pretty damn fun. It's not always in your... I got really lucky, honestly. Some stages, a samurai can or cannot spawn in, so I got lucky it didn't. The guys with the staffs didn't spawn in front of me either, and they're pretty tricky to avoid. So yeah, I got really lucky, but I'll keep playing because this game's pretty fun and very, very short. Here's a quick mod. Oh, okay, I think that's what it was. Yeah. Currently I'm playing through Magenta Horizon. But it seems to take inspiration from both DMC and Hollow Knight. Interesting enough. I heard only good things about that game. I want to get to it someday, but we also heard the developer took a lot of inspiration from Ninja Gaiden as well. So that's pretty interesting. MH is incredible. I'm guessing Monster Hunter. I haven't played Wilds. That's a new one, right? I played Rise on the Switch when it first came out on there. Played a little bit of Sunbreak when it came out. But yeah, I did enjoy those games. I started with whatchamacallit, Gen Ultimate on the Switch. So yeah, I think that might be my favorite, but that might be like, since it's my first one, I kind of like it the most. But yeah, 'cause I know World is it's a very popular one, like the fan favorite. Yeah, these guys are pretty tricky. Oop, get the screen bomb. The music's really good too. But yeah, I'm using the extended hitbox to just destroy these projectiles. And I also like the whole mechanic of the spirit. I think the stream catches it. Yeah, you see my clone. Yeah, it makes like for some interesting quick kill setups. That's one of the reasons why I like Ninja Gaiden 2 on the NES. Like, that was a pretty cool like new approach to the game. But Ninja Spirit did do it first. So yeah, gotta give him the flowers. Let me catch up. Let's see. Oh, my bad. Magenta Horizon was MH. Okay. What was better combat, Ninja Gaiden 2 or DMC 5? I haven't played DMC 5 since it released. So I can't say for sure, because I only played it once and called it there. But yeah, we'll find out. I won't say eventually or soon, because it's gonna be a while before I tackle the big names for a while. Oh, I can't attack. Yeah, my game is glitched out. There we go. That was weird. But yeah, this time I took a whole bunch of damage. I only have one. Yeah, I have one hit left. I think 0 counts as a hit as well. Yeah, this game is very relentless if you're not careful. And even though it's a new stage, my health didn't get refilled. So I gotta keep, just work with what I have. Oh, the dog hit me in the air. Let me switch to my shurikens. Yeah, look how quick I took a bunch of damage. Yeah, I really got lucky my first playthrough. But at least you'll see how harsh the game can get. But since I'll probably die, um, you also need to be quick on recovery. Like grabbing your power-ups and stuff. Okay. Yeah, so since I died, it took 1 heart. So I still have more lives, but yeah, beginner's luck, I guess. I got the no death the first playthrough. Yeah, now I lost my clones, so my damage output isn't as good. Yeah, this game rewards consistency, which I like. Yeah, you honestly can just walk through here. The spawns are pretty random, so sometimes these guys will try to interrupt you, sometimes not. So you can get lucky. Man, it looks like that guy always spawns a bomb. Because I can just... Gives me an easy chance to walk ahead. Okay. Yeah, jump right there, get my clones lined up with the spawn. Oh, I might die. Ooh, yeah, you want to short hop because I might die here. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, if you jump too high, you might be stuck on the platform. You want to do short jumps. Yeah, these guys were my biggest hurdle in this playthrough. Reminds me a bit of Shinobi 3. A lot of vertical, like a vertical heavy section. Yeah, that explosion was there on the platform before I got there. Yeah, it really goes to show how lucky I got my first playthrough. The explosions were on my side. The random spawns weren't too harsh either. Yeah, it's still pretty damn impressive what the original Game Boy is capable of. Dogs just swan diving from off screen. There we go. Oh, okay. I got lucky there. There we go. On to the last stage. It's not super long, so I'll catch up with you guys right after. Yeah, I try not to jump because of the explosions, but okay. Take care of these guys. They're not even like active. You just have to destroy them to spawn in the boss. There we go. That starts a clean setup. If you go to the corner at the beginning, it forces the projectile to go super far, and then it'll dissipate before it reaches you. And there you go. This lingers for a long time in multi-hits. It's kind of like the laser from Contra. And the fact you have so many of these guys on a big old boss, yeah, it just deletes them. There we go. Pretty fun. But yeah, I do prefer. I think I'll prefer Ninja Gaiden 2 over DMC 5, but again, I haven't played it in such a long time. But yeah, I haven't even played the special edition of DMC 5 yet. I got it on sale a while back just to have it for when we got there, but it's funny, I can pause the credit scene. It doesn't skip it. But yeah, I do plan to play a bunch of ninja games coming up, like on stream, like 2D ones. Since this one was pretty short, I figured I could learn it very quick before Ragebound came out, which in a few days. Okay, let me pick this up and practice for a bit. So I'm just gonna be playing this up until Ragebound pretty much, and then we're gonna stream my entire first playthrough, which is gonna be fun. But yeah, I want to play that. Whatchamacallit? Shadow of the Ninja Reborn went on sale, so I'll probably get that. I'll probably set up my Wii to play Ninja 5.0. Probably some other stuff. The stuff to keep us preoccupied into NG4 pretty much. Have you played Onimusha 2 and 3? Oh, I played 3 when I was young. I remember my uncle had it, and I remember seeing the opening intro. At the time, I never knew what it was, but it definitely left an impression for a long time, as it did for everybody. But yeah, that was a really cool opening. But that's as far as it goes for Onimusha 3 for me. And 2, I haven't played just yet, but best believe we are definitely playing 2 and 3 for sure next year, because we want to be prepped. What's it called? Dream of the Sword? I don't remember the new name. Yeah. We already got through 1 and Dawn of Dreams, so just 2 and 3 now. But yeah, that's a plan for next year for sure. Oh, I'm not high enough. There we go. Yeah, no need to mash here. You can just do it at a decent pace. You take out all the projectiles. You can jump up and try to land more like back-to-back hits, but it's a little risky, but it'll speed it up like a tiny bit. Have you played Strider? I remember beating the Metroidvania when I was on PS Plus, like probably a decade ago, which is crazy. I want to replay it again because I remember liking it. But then I remember playing it again, probably like 2 or 3 years ago, and it didn't click. So I don't know why. So I want to play it again and see if it was like a mood thing. So I liked it a lot the first time I played it, but yeah, I still like the idea of that game at the very least. And I beat Strider 2. I like that one a lot because of the look. But also it's kind of like a boss rush. There's like a lot of back-to-back mini bosses, cool set pieces. Yeah, that's a really fun game. I like Strider 2 a lot. I tried to get into the NES game, but it has like a very, I think some backtracking going on, finding key cards and stuff. So I need to really give it time and practice that one. But that's it though. I do like the look of the Genesis one as well. But yeah, I want to get to that series at some point too. But now that you mention it, I might as well. I definitely want to just keep playing ninja games, like 2D ones until Ninja Gaiden 4 comes out. So uh, don't be surprised if you see me streaming like NES or Genesis Strider sometime soon. I did play Ashaman. Um, I'm not sure if it's a. I think it's a spiritual successor to Strider. I got that when it was ported to the PlayStation. That was a really fun game. You can see all the carryover from Strider. You even have an Azuna drop and stuff in that game. It's pretty sick. A lot of cool movement, like rolling and rolling out of it, getting attacks out of the roll, like cartwheel stuff. Yeah, it's Ashman, I think, but there is another name for it. I don't remember though. Oh, I forgot to jump on the ceiling, but it wasn't too bad. And that guy on top is way too slow to catch up to us. So I can just keep holding forward. Oh, I missed the bomb. Yeah, it seems very consistent. It seems like a bomb always spawns, like the first thing. And you want to try to do jump slashes, because if you attack, you stop in your tracks. So you don't want that to happen on a when a ceiling is about to crush you. Yeah, so I want to be careful. These things are trying to corner. Like corner. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Like I really like this boss because of that. You have to think and think about their hitbox, their potential patterns. Kind of reminds me of Bomberman in a way. You have to be like in the empty spaces pretty much, like ahead of time. I might die here too. Yeah. Yeah, that's how quick you can die in this game. That's why I'm really surprised I got a good run um, early on. Because this game is very. It's a snowball effect, pretty much. Yeah, I got one clone. My weapon is powered up, so we're good. That's more than enough. Okay. Yeah, just short hop. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if it was gonna go to the wall or up, so I just want to be patient. Yeah, this might be my favorite boss of the game. It's a lot of like quick reactions and sort of have to plan ahead. Gotta wait for the bombs to go off. And these are all random, so you have to like just react. But once we get to the boss, it's pretty much a done deal. Oh, the kunai snuck through. But yeah, I'm one hit away from dying now, so. Onto stage 6, I think. I might die here, but we'll see. If I get to the boss, I should be pretty fine. Okay, that's a screen clearing. Oof, okay. Oh, wrong boss. There we go. Yeah, this is a very consistent setup. I'm not sure if he just has no contact damage or it's like a Batman Sunsoft sort of deal where dealing damage negates their hitbox. I don't know, but it's consistent and very easy to do, which I'm not complaining about. Now let's see if we can beat the game with one hit left. Yeah, I hit him once and then I jump. Cause he's very reactionary. So if he sees you go in the air, he's gonna try to anti-air. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can do this first try. I think we just spawn in the boss room if we die though. Yeah, that consistent is pretty that setup is consistent as well. I could attack twice, but I'll be risking landing lag. No, there we go. Yeah. Okay. The NES is different from the arcade game. Yeah, very different. But that's why I like it though. I like how it looks too, especially. So yeah, I definitely see myself playing at least one of the Strider games, very soon, like very very soon. Have you played Naruto game? Yeah, I started with Storm 2 and played yeah, Storm 2, 3 Generations and a bit of 4, but that's where I fell off. Um because I think at that point the story starts to repeat for the most part. And I pretty much like got the full gist of the gameplay. And I've been playing those games since the PS3, so yeah, so by the time I got to do Storm 4, I was pretty satisfied with that series. I was looking into Ninja Clan, I think. I heard about them on the 360. They look pretty cool. Um, because when I heard about the store closing, I was looking for like any type of game that's out there, and that one was recommended quite often. So I don't. I think it was already delisted at the time, and I think physical copies are way too expensive. But yeah, those games look pretty cool. But yeah, I never played. I think there was a GameCube fighting game, like a 3D fighter. I always, oh, I got a better score. I always look forward to like CEO Taku tournaments they have for that game and Def Jam. So I always look forward to that Naruto game specifically. But yeah, besides that, I haven't played many uh, Naruto games. No, I haven't played Ninja Baseball Batman. I think it's an arcade archive on the PlayStation, so I think I can like get it there if I have to. But yeah, just by the name alone, you want to just see what that's about. And I like the whole art style too. Yeah, so I always wanted to check that one out. I'm hoping for a bomb. There it is. Yeah, because that guy with the staff is very, um, he's a menace. I gotta be careful. Man, I really wish there was a sequel for Def Jam. I only played it at my friend's house, but that's a really fun game to watch and play. I always heard they tease every year they're going to bring it back, but then they don't. So, yeah, it sucks they keep pulling people's leg by the sounds of it, but yeah. What TMT games haven't you played? I was seriously looking into the NES one, um, because it has a reputation, right? But I do like my action platformers. I do like the turtles. So I wanted to see for myself just how true it was. But yeah, I yeah you're reminding me of all these games I'm going to probably going to be playing pretty soon. But yeah, I want to play the NES, the first one. Um, I think 2 years ago I was on a big Turtles kick. I was going through all the movies and stuff and the TV shows, and I didn't play much of the games at the time during that little uh, that moment. But I tried a little bit of the NES one, and I tried 2 and 3, the ones that are more like beat 'em ups, and those are a little rough. Um, yeah. So I think I'll only play the first one. But yeah, I did like the Game Boy TMT game. Very simple. It's very simple. But I like the sprites. Um, yeah, I just like how it matches the style of the game. I took a really dumb hit right there. I could have easily avoided it, but oh, speaking of which, I do want to play Shinobi Non Grata. Um, I got that the day it came out, and that's like a very like heavily inspired Ninja Spirit boss rush type of game. It has like the same look. You have all the same sub weapons too, pretty much. Um, yeah, so I might play that too because I played it a few times to get the both endings, but after that dropped it there. But I did want to like practice it some more. So yeah, that's a pretty fun game too. Yeah, it's not worth picking up those upgrades if you see them. There's a bunch of spikes beneath us, but because of the screen crunch, you can't really tell where they are. So it's just best to hang on the top of the ceiling. Yeah, that bomb is like I think near 100% consistent. Like the first drop. Okay. Jump here, line up my spirits. Just wait it out. Just react. Nice. Yeah, easily my favorite boss in the game. Oh, it glitched out again. Okay, there we go. Yeah, even though it's a Game Boy game, the controls are very snappy too. I feel like that's something a lot of these games get right at a base level. That you can always appreciate some good controls. Like if you've never played Ninja Gaiden Shadow, the Game Boy Ninja Gaiden game, definitely give that one a go. That one's a really good one as well. It was supposed to be a Ninja Shadow of the Ninja, or Kage, like a port on the Game Boy. But from what I've read, Tecmo somehow got involved near the end or some point during development, and it got changed from Shadow of the Ninja to a Ninja Gaiden game. But yeah, it's a cool blend of both games, which is really interesting. And it's made by Natsume, the same people who just did the remake for Ninja Reborn. Like, so if they want to make another a ninja type action platformer, Koei Tecmo might as well just let them have it. Like, let them remake their other ninja game, because I would like to see that remade by them. Because they've been on a roll going through their past catalog, so like, why not keep it up? Yeah, the only other Natsume game I've played that I recommend is Ghost Sweeper Mikami. It's an anime tie-in action platformer, but it's another really well designed one. I doubt we'll ever see that one remade because of like licensing stuff, I'm sure. Yeah, that was a really good one. Okay. Spawn in the boss. Stand here. Always consistent. Yeah, there's the landing lag I was talking about, but there it is. Yeah, super fun game once you get it down. The GBA games, I did beat one, like the Turtles, the 03 Turtles game. I beat the first one, maybe the second one, but that's pretty much it. I did like them though. I think they were made by Konami as well. But yeah, I do want to play the GameCube one. Specifically the third one. I've heard that's like the best. Into the Nexus, I want to say. But yeah, it's like a top-down beat 'em up type of game. So that one I want to play. Maybe even the Teen Titans game as well. It's a similar style, pretty much, like top-down, like what's that game called? The Ultimate Alliance and X-Men Legends type of style. So I want to play those sometime. Messenger, yeah. Holy crap. Okay, I need to make a list. Messenger, Cyber Shadow, Strider, NES, Genesis, TMNT1, maybe Strider 2, if I have the time. A bit longer game, but yeah, you keep reminding me of these good games. Yeah, Messenger I really liked. To me, I felt like a sequel to Ninja Gaiden Shadow, that Game Boy game, because it had like the same type of style and feel to it, like a very simple, straightforward action platformer, but pretty well designed, and I really like the bosses too in that game. Oh, and Doggerai, I want to play that one as well. It's another like Game Boy heavy inspired action platformer, obviously. As you can tell, I'm clearly obsessed with the genre. But yeah, all those games I'm going to be playing on stream until oh, Ninja 5.0, that's another one. Because someone yesterday reminded me of that one as well. So yeah, a lot of ninja games. Some I haven't played in a while, and some I haven't played at all. So it's gonna be pretty fun. Man, this game is very addicting. I think the fact it's so like short, it feels like junk food, but like I don't want to call this game junk food, like it's bad, but it's very like you can't stop at one, right? You got to reach in the bag, go for another one. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Yeah, really fun game. Pretty addicting. I think that's why I like um, Game Boy games. I think they found a perfect balance where everything's there for a reason. Nice sprite work. I like the creativity they did, like with the limitations of the DMG Game Boy. And yeah, that's like what they accomplished with this console. I'm surprised we got uh, an early death there. Oh, I picked up a bomb. If you want another like TurboGrafx 16 type of game, definitely look into Tanuki Justice. Um, Tanuki Justice is like a run and gun Contra type of game. So it's a one-hit kill, but super strong, fun, straightforward. Um, run and gun. Pretty short too, if I remember. I'm trying to get a power up from one of these ninjas, but they're not being friendly. Okay. We're just gonna have to fight the boss in a different way. Let's see if this works. Oh, oh, I took a hit, I think. No, there we go. No, I took another hit. Yeah, so it might look easy, but yeah, it starts to snowball against you if you mess up. Um, Hokoto no Ken for PS1 from Natsume. Oh, they made that? Oh, I didn't know. I've heard about I heard about that game before. Uh, but I didn't know it was Natsume. Oh, that's interesting. Um, I want to check out. I'm gonna let it game over. Um, Kamen Rider Heroes. That's been on my list for a long time, but it's also under Natsume. But obviously, it's just the same name but different people. But it is cool to see the name still going out there. Ba-ba. Oh yeah. From what I know, the 2007 beat 'em up is made by the same people who did the Scott Pilgrim beat 'em up. So there's gonna, from what I've seen, there's some like cool overlap between both games. Yeah, I definitely seen that game before too. Yeah, that one looks really fun, and that movie is really good too. Um, I grew up on that movie, so bit of bias, but I do like the '07 Turtles movie. The first one and '07 are my favorites. Two TMNT 2, I enjoy it, but they definitely kidified it pretty much. So it's more a little silly and kid friendly. Um, yeah, I do like how creative they get with the fighting, since they can't use their weapons anymore. But yeah, fun movie. But I like the tone and the look of the first one a whole lot more. And the '07 movie gets a bit closer to that more darker tone a bit, especially with like that roof, rooftop fight scene in front of the neon sign. Probably the most popular clip from that movie. But yeah, I like that movie a lot. I remember playing the DS game a ton when I was younger, but and I know there's a 360 one. I'm not sure how good it is, but maybe someday, right? We might look into it because there's quite a few um unlike well, what's the word I'm looking for? Delisted Turtles games over the years for obvious reasons. But I think Out of the Shell was one of them. Um, there's one more 3D one. Like that's not Manhattan, the Manhattan Project, or Mutants in Manhattan. Yeah, there's that one. There's like the arcade remake. Out of this, uh, Ooze or something. Like those are quite a few Turtles game at that time. They got delisted. But yeah. Valley Isuki. Pick that up. Oh, I keep taking an unnecessary hit there. Yeah, so I hit this guy once and jump. It'll either bait him to go in the air or um, throw his staff. Yeah, either way, it keeps him away from us for a bit. Oh, nice. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Did you think the original Final Fight is better than most modern action games? I don't know. The only time I beat Final Fight was on the Game Boy Advance remake. Is this called Final Fight 1? Yeah, so I haven't played it in years. But I did like it though. My favorite is definitely Final Fight 3 though. I like the meter, the command inputs, like the specials. Lucia is in the game, so obviously I like that game the most. But yeah, Final Fight 3 is definitely my favorite from the trilogy. Oh, I forgot. Okay. I'm decently... Yeah, okay, yeah, we're good. Fully recovered. Nowadays, I'm curious if the Final Fight versus Streets of Rage thing is still going on. I wonder if that's still a clash that's even existing anymore, like between fan bases. I'm pretty sure it was tied to like console war stuff, because like Final Fight Guy and was on the Super Nintendo, right? Yeah, I like both series a lot. I only played them like once, very casually, like nice, like years ago. But I definitely want to go back to them at some point. So like the fact Streets of Rage 4 got such a cool comeback. Now we're waiting for a Final Fight. So damn, I took all that damage already? That's crazy. I did not notice I took so much damage. But that's what I was talking about. One miss up and things go south pretty quick. Yeah, I remember when Capcom the data leak happened. There is mention of Final Fight in there, and I think a lot of the stuff came out um, that they were talking about, like stuff in there that there wasn't known publicly. So it might be true that Final Fight is coming out sometime in the future. Probably not anytime soon because of it seems like Onimusha is their focus right now. But maybe afterwards, like maybe after that game, well, after that revival, um, maybe Final Fight is the next one up. Hopefully, I would like for them to revisit a lot of their older franchises instead of abandoning abandoning them like they did Mega Man. I think the gap between Mega Man 10 and Mega Man 11 is is shorter. I think this is the longest wait we've had between a Mega Man game, which is crazy to think about. Like back then, it was talked up so much like the drought was real, but we already waited even more in comparison. We had collections, um, but why can't we get like I think Capcom should be making like very budget action platformers. Like make more Mega Man 11s, make more Ghosts and Goblins Resurrections, make more Striders. Like keep those the name out there. Give like people stuff to like chew on while we wait for the bigger stuff. But like that's why I like Kunutsigami so much. That's exactly what I want to see from them. Like put out a new fresh title or at least a returning series and have that like have these interesting games to really diversify their catalog to be the legendary developers they were back in the day. Because if you look at their track record, they were putting a bunch of different genres at the time. Multiple fighting games, action games. Like they were doing a bunch of work back then. Yeah, I know stuff is definitely slower nowadays, but like development wise. But at least they're trying something though. Those games are coming back in some way. It's just the wait is a little too long. Then I would like them to be, but I have watched a review. Final Fight is better than most modern games. I wouldn't doubt it. Like I'm pretty, what should we call it? Like Final Fight is a very early beat 'em up, no? Like with the foundation wise. Um, like I think of like Castlevania, like early action platformers. The further you go back, the more like pure the foundation or the formula was. So like things were more focused, right? So I definitely that's what I'm thinking. Like yeah, those I'm pretty sure. Well, definitely games back then had more focus compared to stuff these days at times. But yeah, that's why I keep gushing over the Game Boy games. They're really focused, uh, decently polished at the bare minimum. And yeah, I like the earlier 2D action stuff because they're more simple, but like I said, focused. You know, it had like the foundation there. What's up, Bruce? Welcome, welcome. Have you ever thought about developing your own game? Oh, now that's a totally different skill set. Um, I'm pretty sure everybody's written up their own like design doc of games they want to play, like want to make. I definitely have, but actually putting in the work is a different story. If I ever do, it'll be in the very far future. Um, but yeah, I remember the one of the first games that really pushed me to make like my own like imaginary game was Shinobi and Nightshade. So I like how the move set isn't what should we call it? It's not over complex. Everything is there for a reason. like classic action platformers, and the level design, the movement. Like I just like the idea of a good faithful translation from 2D to 3D. So if I would ever have to make a 3D action game, it would be like Shinobi, Nightshade, Maximo. Something where like platforming is definitely more of a shared focus. Yeah, 'cause I definitely want more what you call it, more representation of the roots, pretty much. A pretty cool game I saw recently. It's called Proto Droid Delta. Uh, it's just Mega Man X, but 3D. Uh, Projectiles, dashes, using your movement to avoid everything. Like a really cool looking game. I'm waiting for it to go on sale, and it's not like I have a lot of games to play anyways right now, so I'm in no rush to pick it up. But yeah, Proto Droid Delta uh, definitely will be a video someday. I don't know when, but it looks super interesting. So I really like the idea of translating 2D action games into 3D. So I want to see how it turns out. But if I would have to seriously consider making a game of my own, it will be definitely um, a 2D a 2D action game. I can imagine like modeling, doing animation, like rigging, textures and stuff. Like you have to consider another axis, right? The 3D element. Like it's way more complicated. And that's why I figured, like, if I ever make a 3D action game, it would be like Shinobi or Nightshade, where there's not a lot of moves to animate for your character. So I'm guessing I would have to that would be the better route. But yeah, if I would have to seriously consider my own game, it would be a 2D. Oh, I definitely didn't do enough damage. Okay, yeah, it will be a 2D game for sure. If you would have to make your own game, like what would you try to replicate? Like a certain series, or try to combine genres? So always, because speaking of Proto Droid Delta, it's rare to see like stuff like Fury, for example. Like one of those indie games that are very creative, combining aspects from different stuff. Oh, oh, I jumped into spikes. Uh, yeah, we should be fine. The cave is where we get a lot of the power ups. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to pick up some upgrades. Uh, no. My hitbox is not upgraded. I have my clones, which are nice, but oh, shouldn't have high jumped. Which way? Okay. Oh. Speaking of 2D, like indie ninja games. If you guys haven't played Vengeful, Ve- uh, damn, what's the name called? Vengeful Guardian Moonrider. Definitely check that game out. It's like a mix of Shinobi and Mega Man Zero, and a bit of Batman Sunsoft and Hagane. Yeah, that game was easily one of my favorite games that year. It took a lot of inspiration from the classics, which I liked. Stage 5, okay. Oh, and Shinobi's coming out too. Oh, we are definitely stacked for ninja games coming out. For Ninja Gaiden Ragebound and oh, I should have fished for upgrades. But yeah, both games I haven't looked into much. I've been especially Ragebound. I'm trying to keep it as a fresh experience as possible. I know they showed off a new level and boss fight recently, but yeah, I haven't clicked the videos. I'm super tempted to watch the speedruns. But yeah, I just haven't seen them. I only heard only good things, which is great to hear. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep it a fresh experience as possible. Like, I don't even know the mechanics of the game. I just know there's some form of essence system and a powered up attacks and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know too much about Ragebound, so I'm trying to go in as blind as possible. There we go. Yeah, the wait won't be too long, which is good. So that's why I held off. Because it's not like, because it was like a month out when all this info was being shared. I don't have a third clone, so it'll be a little slower, but yeah, we'll probably do one more run and call it there. We got our no death clear, so I'm pretty happy about that. A little chill session for now. A little stop before Ragebound. Some extra ninja action. I do want an upgrade though, like a third clone. Yeah, hit him once, and then jump, and it'll bait him to get out the way. Okay, I want to make sure this is upgraded. Okay, we got a third clone, and it's powered up. Nice. Foolproof plan. There we go. Clean. Nice. Ba, 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 ba. Final Fight 3 is great. One of the best beat 'em ups on the SNES. Definitely, yeah. Batman Returns and TMNT 4. Huh. I never played Batman. And TMNT, what's it called? Turtles in Time, I finished once. I finished that one, and what's the Genesis one called? Oh, I forgot. But I did prefer the Genesis one over it. But yeah, I did like both games, but I do have a bit of a bias towards Genesis, but I do like Super Nintendo a lot as well. Yeah, both cool games, and I liked how Konami, even Capcom, at times, two consoles got totally different versions, but they're both quality. Like Castlevania 4, Castlevania Bloodlines, right? Contra Alien Wars, Contra Hardcore. You know, the Turtles games. I think there's one more. And like Aladdin, right, from Capcom. I like how it wasn't live back then. But I like how like players in general were given actual quality options more often. But yeah. But I gotta pick Double Dragon 4. That game is so cool. Uh, cool mechanics with time blocks. Seeing was never properly. Oh, I think I seen it pop up on the PS store. Um, yeah, I never knew it had some cool stuff going on. The only whatchamacallit, Double Dragon I hear about a lot is Neon. I haven't played. I played a tiny bit when PS Now was a thing still. I played a few minutes, but I wasn't able to finish it in time before my free like 7-day trial finished. But yeah, I definitely want to play Neon at some point. I think long gaps between Mega Man is due to there no producer in Capcom, like Infinite. Yeah, I heard they want to respect the name of Mega Man and take their time and like really put effort into it, which is admirable. And you want this series to be good. But man, there has to be at least one. There has to be somebody out there with the mind to that really understands Mega Man, like a group of people. You know, there's no way there's not. But yeah, I'm glad Inti Creates is still keeping the Mega Man genre alive in their own way. So that's good, but yeah. Yeah. So I'm glad, yeah, I'm glad they exist there. Exist still, putting games out. And I like how like the last two are sort of like Castlevania, like adjacent, like visually. I think the first one has like Portrait of Ruin type mechanics, like a partner swap thing going on. Yeah, that one's pretty fun. Yeah, this is probably our last playthrough right here, and then we'll call it there. But yeah, super fun. In your guys' opinion, am I crazy for playing these games? Like, to me, I don't think they're crazy outdated, far from it. I think they hold up very well. But I'm pretty sure the time gap is very questionable for a lot of people. I think this said 89 on the title screen. That's quite a ways away from when this came out. You can't forget about the classics. A lot of roots come from here. Quick. Yeah, my guys are hitting him off screen. From up top. Nice. Well, I didn't even mention it, but you can do a neutral attack. You can hit up, forward, and down. Yeah, there's some cool stuff you can do, depending where enemies are or where you are. You can hit down in the air. You can hit upwards. That samurai guy didn't spawn. No. Oh, barely. He almost hit me. Boom. Yeah, that's what I'm excited for Ragebound. All the positive like press and reception. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get people excited for like the NES games. That's gonna be pretty cool if more people go backwards and play them for the first time, because they definitely hold up. And that's why I try to bring them up as much as possible uh, in the videos, because there's definitely a lot there to appreciate. If only there was, oh, he hit me. If only there was modern releases, like some type of collection, like Castlevania did in Contra. But I say play the games however way possible. Bum, 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 bum. Where are they? Need my pickups. Okay, nice. We're good. Crap. Which way? Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's another reason why I like this boss. I get to use my down and upward slashes. Like, it puts it, that mechanic to use. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. I might have to pick up the pace. No! Crunch. I need to get a clone and a weapon upgrade. Okay. Please. Okay, there we go. Which way? I'm just realizing one's green and one's red. I wonder if that's like an... Oh! I wonder if that gives an idea if certain patterns. Like maybe one only likes to do vertical movement and the other like horizontal. I never noticed that until now, so... I'm already down to 0 hits. What the hell? Okay, we're good. Yeah, let's see. No, oh, crap. Oh, my goodness. Look at him. That's... You see them planning out their moves. Like trying to put me in a checkmate setup. Yeah, they're the most dynamic boss, and they force you to use a lot of your like mechanics with the up, down, and neutral attacks, and then the movement, positioning. Yeah, it can look simple, but what they encourage and promote is very, very fun. Okay. Yeah, an easy, quick kill, hopefully. I'm at 0 hits, so one touch and I'm dead. I need one more clone. And there's no health pickups either. So that's why I was mentioning earlier, it's pretty harsh of a game. So like if you take any damage, you have to carry that for the entire run until you die, pretty much. But yeah, it's all about consistency. Okay. Yeah, this spot is very lenient too. I'm not sure if you guys can tell on stream, but there's two tiny vertical pixels right down the middle, in the clouds. So that's my sort of starting line. Like I have my back lined up with it, and it's the right position every time. Yeah, so these are two pixels right there. Yeah. That's a fun part I always have playing 2D action games. I like to look at the background or the floor for like setups, like positioning stuff. Oh, I got really lucky in that fight. Well, not level. They spawned behind me. Oop. Yeah, again, these guys aren't actually enemies. Just quick pickups to activate the boss fight. There it is. GG's. Nice. Ba-ba-ba. Cool. Any last minute questions before we wrap it up for the day? Yeah, I won't be back until Ragebound comes out. So we're just gonna be chilling until then, pretty much. Let me see how many days. I think just 3 at this point. One, two, three, yeah. Oh, just a little bit longer. Ragebound will be in our hands. Damn, hour and a half? Whoa, how many? Let me look that up. I think it takes me about 9 minutes to beat the game. 9 minutes. So let me see. So 60. Okay, like I did about 10 playthroughs pretty much. If I did that math right and quick. Yeah, super addicting game. I like it a lot too, so. Yeah. GG's everyone. We got our no death clear first try, but pretty decent like 1cc runs after that. The end. Perfect timing. Right, everyone. Appreciate you stopping by, enjoying some little classic ninja action on the Game Boy. And yeah, till next time.